Hi everyone, it's Tina from Making Gifts for Life. I'm here to do a flower tutorial on how to make small paper flowers. First, you're going to cut a strip of paper, any color, to a 1/2 inch wide. Then you're going to mark off 1/4 inch with a grid ruler, if you have one. If not, you can use a regular ruler, whatever's easiest for you. You're going to cut them with your scallop scissors, and mine are pretty big, so that's why I split it up as much as I did. You're going to cut and use that line as a guide. When you're done, you'll have a piece that looks like this. Okay. Then what I do to make it a little bit more pliable and easier to bend, I use a water paintbrush and just wet the whole thing. And you don't have to make it soaking wet, but you do want to make it wet enough so you can play with it a little. And you can always re-wet it if it dries. Then I take a quilling tool and I play with the petals a little bit. I use the quilling tool to start turning them out, and I start with the tip as much as I can and pull towards me. And I do that for each petal. And you can always do this afterwards too. And they're not going to be perfectly curled. They're not going to stay curled. It's just something. Some of them might go back in shape. This is just something to give your flower a little bit more definition. Then, after you do all of them, you start with one end and you start turning it. It's okay if it folds under. It makes a little bud. And like I said, you can play with these as you go. You can also add a little bit of glue as you go, but with the paper being wet, the glue won't really stay. And as you go around, you can play with the petals and how you want them to look. Sorry if you're having trouble seeing. And as you go around, you can manipulate it and play with it as much as you want. In the end, you're going to end up with something like this. It's a little bud. Then what I do is just take a regular piece of paper, little square, and glue the bud onto it. So you have a place for a glue dot or something else. It's nice and flat. You can also add a brad to the center if you want. You can add jewels around the outside, some stickles, whatever you want. It's just a little rosebud. Very simple and easy to do. You can do them in any color you want. And they turn out pretty nice. I added these on one of the pages I did for my daughter's first day of school. If you have any questions, please post a comment on my blog. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you.